Everyone, please stay standing for our national anthem.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We are broadcasting to you live from the beautiful and picturesque southern shores of New York City, the one and only town without pity, Staten Island. I'm Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports Network, and we have an absolute doozy broadcast on deck for you today. So make sure you grab a cold beverage, sit down, and draw the blinds, because this one is bound to be epic. We've got the Stepinac Crusaders coming into town from White Plains this afternoon to take on the hometown on a red field, the Moore Catholic Mavericks, for what is their senior day. That's right, it's feel-good local sports, no religion, no politics, just feel-good sports vibes as we welcome you now to the Century Waste pregame show brought to you by our official sponsor. And what better sponsor to have right now on deck as they are going the extra yard in all that they do. As a matter of fact, let's hear from our proud sponsor, Mark Savino himself.
Hi, this is Mark Savino of Century Waste Services. We've been servicing the tri-state area for over 25 years. We have over 50 trucks, all with top flight safety features. 24/7 contact availability, no hold or wait times, the right service at the right price. Century Waste, supporting local sports and going the extra yard in the community. Nobody cares.
That's right, Mark. Absolutely nobody does care, but that's why I had the pleasure of speaking to Mike O'Donnell, the Crusaders head coach, before today's matchup. And here's what he had to say in regards to the Crusaders getting their first win of the season. The Crusaders, Mike O'Donnell. Mike, you're in hostile territory today at Moore. What do you got to do to walk out of here with a win?
We're on this red turf out here, so it's going to be an interesting day, no doubt. We definitely we got to take care of the football, on offense and do the best we can to move the ball and stay away from penalties. On defense, we got to rally to the ball and make sure we get 11 guys to the ball every time. They got some talented kids on the Moore team, so it's going to be a great game.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck today.
Thanks.
That was the Crusaders head coach and Mike O'Donnell, and now let's hear from Nick Giantasio, the Mavs head coach. Danny Chanod, I'm here talking with Nick Giantasio, the head coach of the Moore Mavs. It's senior day here on your home turf. Coach, what do you got to do to walk out of here with a dub?
We've been stressing all week to play clean, as mistake-free as possible, limit turnovers, penalties, drive killers, try and secure the football. If we do that, we should be all right.
Coach, as always, we appreciate you. Good luck. Nobody cares.
Appreciate it.
Nobody does care as the captains have made their way out for the coin toss for this afternoon's 1 o'clock start. It's the Moore Mavericks who are wearing all red on a red field today. They've got silver helmets and white numbers. As for the Crusaders out of Stepinac and White Plains, they've got all white jerseys and white pants. They've got black numbers with red helmets and a black and white stripe going down the middle of them. As we await word of who won the coin toss here, it is Stepinac who won the coin toss. They will defer. The Mavericks, the hometown team, will receive the ball to start us off here in the first half. Moments away from the opening kick, you're watching Nobody Cares Sports Network on the local live TV. We'll be back with the start of this game as we're broadcasting to you live from the Main Street Coffee broadcast booth. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Support local. Nobody cares. Welcome to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Two men back deep to receive for the Mavericks. It's number 10, Libretta, and number 2, Green, as they opt now to reverse sides and say, hey, I like this side better. You switch with me. The Stepinac Crusaders with the ball set on their own 40. Ladies and gentlemen, senior day from Bull's Head is underway. A booming kick down the center of the field is fielded by Gerald Green at the 20. He's got a seam, and he is moving quickly towards midfield, where he is dragged down by a Crusader right there at the 50-yard line, and that is where the Mavericks will start their day on offense. Working out of a shotgun, it is Tommy Zay, the veteran quarterback now, who hands it off to a tailback, and that's a running back that they call Pop affectionately around these parts of town. He picks up about 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 upcoming. The ball at midfield. Zay out of a gun, seemingly the same play. SOS, and the Crusaders stop it right there. Here at Nobody Cares Sports Network, well, we like to take the misleading games on paper that we feel are in fact going to be dynamite once they play out on the stage. And with all due respect, that's what we have here this afternoon with the Stepinac Crusaders, winless on the season, but they're playing down in this contest as they are from the upper echelon division, one of the tougher ones to play in all of New York State. So the competition level that they currently play on, they're playing down today versus Moore. Moore will have to earn it. Zay out of a gun, under pressure, rolling to his left, has a man, and he completes it at the 35-yard line, turning it up way inside the 20 for Santan Mavs. Libretta on the reception. He ran a simple slant route towards the center of the field. Zay rolling left out of the pocket, made Magic look easy that time. They're set up inside of the red zone for the first time this afternoon. Hard for me to tell right now. It seems the ball's placed somewhere around the 10-yard line as this ball's handed to the tailback. That's Pop with the ball. Picks up a couple on the play, not much. Our scouting report this afternoon is brought to you by our friends at Main Street Coffee, 2 locations here on Staten Island, more than just coffee. As a matter of fact, Kevin Gumb from Main Street is going to be joining us here in the broadcast booth in a second. That way I'm not just by myself for these panic attacks. It's going to be nice to have some company. Zay working out of a gun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Double running back backfield. That's a play action. The throw is left side to Gerald Green. He makes 1 man miss and is dragged down to the turf. It's going to come up just shy of the first down marker. It brings up a 3rd and short. They'll have an opportunity to get a first down before getting into the goal line. So about 3 more yards, and they're looking at a 1st and goal. And now I'm being forced to stand up as I physically can't see anything. Zay looking right. He's got a man in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Chanod Melendez. The Bulls are on the board. Nothing's our score here early on. And speak of the devil, as I'm here talking about him having panic attacks all by myself, Kevin Gumb out of Main Street Coffee pulls into the broadcast booth. Brother, it's good to see you.
Listen, Dan, it's great to be here. A little traffic cutting through the green belt, but I've made it.
Yeah, hold it down here. That'll make it easier on everybody at home. You won't blow out Grandma's eardrum in Florida.
Sorry, Grandma.
Welcome to the booth. Yeah, the New York City Marathon today really messed things up traffic-wise as the extra point is up and money.
Yeah.
7-0's our score. Kevin Gumb out of breath.
Already 7-0. I love it. Mavs on top.
We'll be back. You're supporting local sports on Local Live. Check us out on the YouTube machine. Nobody cares. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the broadcast. 9:08 to go here in the first quarter of play. Danny Chanod, Kevin Gumb on the call on a glorious day in central Staten Island. It is a squib kick. That bouncing ball is going to be fielded at the 30-yard line and almost instantaneously tackled by a gang of more Mavericks is where Stepinac will start off today.
Good for about 3 yards.
Absolutely. Now, you know that this Stepinac Crusader team is looking for a reason to believe today that they could walk away with their first win of the season, and why not? As this moment in time, the Reason to Believe moment brought to you by the Anthony Vivaro Believe Foundation. To find out more about this fantastic charity, reach out to James Thompson, 917-723-1460. It is a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. The ball placed at their own 36-yard line.
Looks like Stepinac setting up in a trips. Single setback. Quarterback in a shotgun to receive the ball. Feigning a blitz. Look like they're audibling.
Yeah, it looks like they are changing up that play at the line. Trips left. The give is to a tailback who runs right up the gut. Picks up about 2 on the play.
How about 2nd down and 8? Again, same formation. And a pass, ball's out.
Yeah, looking left side. He's got a man. It's caught. Beautiful one-man miss, and the extra effort. Yards after catch gets the Crusaders a 1st down near midfield. The running back today for this Crusaders team, number 22, the junior running back, 5'7", John Smith. As we mentioned, or I mentioned before, the scouting report for today's game brought to you by Main Street Coffee as well, Kev. A couple of track stars on both of these teams, and this Stepinac Crusader squad, as they're bottled up in the backfield for a loss here. You know, they play in an upper division. They're coming down here to play more, a division below them. So this was really an extremely evenly matched game today.
Absolutely. Stepinac is no joke. The program has been definitely top of the pile for many, many years, and it's quite a surprise that they haven't actually had a victory yet. They are a tough team, and you'll see that throughout the game. There's no quit. A couple of weeks ago, Farrell was up there. They were down 14-7 at half. They made some adjustments and were able to get the win. But Stepinac is not a team to be messed with.
Absolutely not, as they are now in a 2nd and long situation. Trips right. Quarterback out of a gun. Now he's going to be bottled up. Pocket's going to collapse on him, and that's a sack. Back-to-back plays of loss from this Moore defense. And now it's a 3rd and eternity. 4 wide receivers set, and we've got laundry on the field. Our first one of the day. It looks to be a false start against the Crusaders. So
That's the first one? Took a while.
Well, normally when I do a game, the referees like to just throw flags at the booth, throw them all over the field, slow it down as much as possible, make sure I never get home to my family. But no, that's the first penalty of the game, Kevin. So it is a 3rd and what looks to be 30 for the Crusaders.
I smell a pass.
4 wide receivers set. Lone tailback left to the quarterback. Under pressure, moving up in the pocket, now rolling left, and he is going to go down after a short gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th down, and the punt unit will come out.
He's brought down by number 22, Eli Jones, on that play. Stayed home and brought him down. Nice play.
Kev, you look so cool. Did you have the plumber come to your house this morning? You look like, you had everything taken care of and there's no problems. You must have got great service. We don't have any plumber sponsors.
I'll give you, after a little insight. My father-in-law from my sister-in-law's side was a plumber. I used a little Piqua, a couple of 3 shots. And
wow.
was able to get the drain to go down at about 11:45.
Great to see it, as that ball is going to be a short punt by the Crusaders. 6:37 to go here in the first quarter of play. The Moore Mavs up 7-0. Will they be able to build on the lead? Find out in about 30 seconds. Nobody cares. Well, let's give this to Pop, who runs it right up a gap, and he picks up a couple of yards on the carry, but not much more after that. A stout defensive line is what the Crusaders provide today as they battle in the trenches against the Moore Mavs. If the Mavericks intend to walk away with a victory, Kev, well, they're going to have to do it with Tommy Z's arm and air it out just a little bit.
I know, they run that ball pretty good up the middle, Dan. Don't be surprised that they should keep pounding away here.
On a 2nd and 7, two receivers set, somewhat of a pistol formation. They give us a Pop yet again, trying to wear down that defensive front of the Crusaders, and they get another yard. 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Let's see what type of front Stepinac is showing here. If it's a 4-man front, that's pretty good. They're going to look to stop that run up the middle, is what Farrell actually did last week against Moore. I think they came out a 3-man front, and they ran the ball pretty much without any effort right up the middle. They made some adjustments, and they wound up clipping Moore in the second half.
Well, Mason Hoover is quarterback today for this Crusaders team, as we'll get into that as they return back to offense in a bit. But now in the meantime, it's Gerald Green, who already has 1 touchdown today. He makes a first down catch and a little bit more as they move those chains. More Mavs stay getting busy early and often.
Yeah, some good moves out there, Gerald Green. I know he's used to running in a straight line for about 200 meters, and I know he does a very good job at that, but he did a little shake and bake there.
Shake and bake. Big-time player on defense today is Kamori Ginyard, the junior defensive end linebacker for the Crusaders. And as I speak his name, so he delivers. Number 10 laying the wood. And I thought lumber was expensive, but my man's just handing it out today for free.
Swallowed him up. We look about a 2nd and 11 here.
Well, this is no easy play right now for the Mavericks as head coach Nick Giantasio sending in his signals to his quarterback. It's important here that you pick up at least 5 and make it a manageable 3rd down, but sometimes these are moments where you go for a home run ball where the defense just isn't expecting it. 3 wide receivers set, 2 left, 1 right.
There he is. He's dropping back the pass. He's got a man.
Completes it. Down the far left side of the field, that's Josiah Jones making the catch.
I think he's short of the first down, though.
So it looks like they went for it all, and the referee signifies it is, in fact, a first down. They'll move those chains. I'd love to get that cone back up to where it was there, but I guess that's impossible.
I got you.
For real?
Someone in the crowd.
Wow.
Listen.
What's her name?
Your last name? No, you don't gotta put me out like that.
All right, Gabriella over here helping us out.
What's your
You
snap?
gotta put me out like that.
What's your snap? No.
No! In a devastating series of events, Tommy Z sacked at the same time I dropped my pen under the bleachers. So,
I'll be in trouble now.
yeah, this
I didn't even know
broadcast is going way south.
I didn't even know you knew how to write.
I'm actually dyslexic, so thanks for bringing that up. Well, it's a 2nd and long now. First downs have not been the strong point of the Mavs so far this afternoon.
Got a lot of hand signals going on there on the sideline.
Balloons are popping under the heat of the hot sun behind us, scaring the hell out of us.
Oh.
Zay on a play action, throws it left. That
pass,
ball is tipped. Intercepted. Will the Crusaders be able to take it?
Oh,
One man
pulled
to
down
beat.
from
Zay
behind.
tackles him
Tommy
and saves
Zay.
a touchdown. Oh, doctor, don't look now, but the Crusaders are making it a ball game early.
Ouch. That one stung a little bit.
Number 18, Naeem Hardy, the junior, coming up with the interception on a tip drill. Bingo! First and 10 for the Crusaders in Maverick territory.
Got some nice field position here. 2:54 left in the first quarter.
That turnover brought to you by our friends at Windows We Are, the 8th wonder of the world because they got free parking in Brooklyn. They'll even pay your tolls. Learn more about this family-owned business, www.windowsweare.com. Give us to a tailback laundry on the field, moving and grooving to the second level, close to the line to gain, but this one might be coming back.
You know when it's a good day, Dan, when you reach in your pocket and you found like leftover Skittles from
Unbelievable.
Halloween.
I thought you were going to say a 20, but that's better than a 20.
Skittles.
Is that an orange Skittle?
Orange, red.
Kiss it up to God. It's still good.
A rainbow of flavor.
So much for the 5-second rule when it's in your pocket marinating for 4 days.
It's still warm.
The referees have waved off the flag on the field. In a shocking series of events, this ball is going to be close to the line to gain, second and short for the Crusaders at the Maverick 29-yard line. A 4-wide receiver set.
Second and short. Still in a shotgun.
Lone back in a shotgun set. Mavs showing blitz, and they do off the edge, running it up a gap away from the blitzing defender. The Crusaders come up with a first down.
First down. Balloons are still popping.
Yeah,
Sun
no,
is shining.
it's terrifying. Well, it's 3 wide receivers left and single coverage right. Mavericks look like they're playing in a zone coverage. First and 10 on a new set of downs for the Crusaders. Working out of a gun that gave us to a new tailback in the game.
Early whistle.
That's number 23, the second back entering, Troy Baker Jr., a senior. Whistle against the Crusaders is going to drive them back here. It'll be first and 15 after the penalty.
We got a little delay of game there. What is that ref signal?
Kev, I got news for you. You're actually here to pay attention to that stuff because you know I'm not, so.
Here we go.
First and 15, SOS, same set to give us to the tailback once again, and he is running angrily and violently. Picks up a few angry yards on the play.
Yeah, there's 3 men in there on the tackle.
TBJ, as I like to call him, Troy Baker Jr. Not the biggest man on the field, but he runs with a lot of heart, Kev.
Absolutely.
With a man in motion, they throw it right side, and they've got
Little bop
blockers.
pass.
Will it go all the way? House call, touchdown, Stepinac.
Wow. Brings me back to my touch tackle days.
Number 17, the junior wide receiver, Richie DeMarco, on the reception. And the Crusaders are an extra point away from tying this game up. Couldn't help but notice that you snuck in, what was that, touch tackle memories in there somehow.
Did I say that?
I tell you, we don't have a lot of professionals. We're not able to bring in former NFL players, but former Staten Island Touch Tackle League players from the Berry Homes. Well, we get them in the booth regularly. The extra point is up
and
good. It looks like a flag on the play,
Flag
possibly an offsides against the Mavericks, as that ball was nearly blocked.
And just decline that penalty.
Yeah, it should be a decline. We'll see what happens here.
Got a good crowd here today, Dan. A lot of red in the stands, so I really can't tell who's rooting for who.
Well, it's good. They do have the bleachers separated here, as I believe. I'm not sure if we have a personal foul on the field, and it's against the Crusaders.
Again, I wasn't paying attention.
Once again, you are a horrible color commentator.
How am I getting paid for?
I mean, good news is you're not. Well, bad news, I guess, but. So the Crusaders fans are clapping it up. It would appear that there's been a personal foul against the Mavericks as they're being backed up here on the kick. 7-7 is our score. 1:01 to go here in the first quarter of play. We promised you a blockbuster matchup today, and that's exactly what we've delivered. It is Gerald Green and Libretta back deep to return for the Mavericks. And by back deep, I mean they are in their own end zone after the personal foul.
Very deep. Comes the kickoff team. I just want to make a shout out to the referee there who's about to set the ball down on the tee. Very important job he has out there. I think his name is Nicholas Caputo. Does a tremendous job in the Staten Island High School Football League.
Tremendous job.
Look at the movement on him.
Nobody sets a tee like that, man. I could say it with great assurance. A shortened field here on this kickoff for the Stepinac Crusaders in a 7-7 game. Two men back deep to receive, and it is a booming one. Fielded by Libretta at his own 3-yard line. He's going to give it to Green on a reverse. Running down the right sideline. And he is across the 30, close to the 35-yard line. That is where the Mavericks will take over. 52 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. 7-7. We're all knotted up. Back after this. Nobody cares.
I really don't.
If you're watching this game from the comforts of your own living room, you might be wondering, how are they sounding so good? Well, big shout out to Qualitech Computers, the official technology provider of Nobody Cares Sports Network. Adam Manoni and the gang. A bevy of laundry on the field on a 1st and 10. First play from scrimmage in this series for the Mavs, and it looks like it's a holding against them. Every referee on the field seemed to see the hold as they threw their flags in celebration.
Like a pylon flag.
I don't like to work on Sundays. I don't normally do it, but people here from Moore, very good people, said, Danny, it's our senior day. Will you do it? You know me, Kev, I showed up by myself, and I was like, hey, man, you want to do color?
I did. Once I finished giving out the Eucharist at the Mass, I got over here as fast as I could.
You're such a saint out here. As the give is to a tailback on a misdirection. In fact, it's a wide receiver, Gerald Green, running towards the near sideline and driven out of bounds. He picks up close to 10 on the play, gets close to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and long still upcoming.
Couldn't quite turn that corner.
Yeah, and he is, in fact, asking for water, so Green making his way towards the sidelines. He's going to catch his breath. Perhaps a running play upcoming here.
2nd and 11. Another pass. Drops back. Lets it fly. He's got a man.
Oh, caught by Libretta after about a 7-yard gain, but he is immediately driven to the surface. A great play there from the defensive back out of Stepinac.
He went for the tackle and not the ball, Dan.
Yeah, that's number 6, Ethan Morris.
A little timeout on the field.
It's like we do, in fact, have a timeout on the field. We're going to take a short break. Our broadcast booth today is brought to you by our good friends that you already knew.
Main Street Coffee!
More than just coffee, 2 locations on Staten Island. Support local. Nobody cares. Well, welcome back to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. On a third down, it's a swing pass left side. Caught by Melendez. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. Moving into Crusader territory. First and 10 for the Mavs at the 40-yard line.
Check. Cut me off there for a while.
Yeah, well.
Had a lot to say, but I'll regroup.
It's important you don't talk over play-by-play. You will get fired midway through the second quarter. Commodore's possessing your body, I think.
He's probably texting me.
First and 10. The give is up the gut.
It's good for 5.
Pop on the carry.
If it was me, I'd do it again.
Yeah, they call him Pop. His last name is spelled P-E-L-E-A-Z. And I was like, is that Poliz? Paez? They said, well, they just call him Pop.
Wow.
Is that good enough for me?
Sure. It's easy.
Well, Pop getting busy early and often here. Sets up a 2nd and 5. He'll take the carry again, put his head down, and the linebackers for Stepinac say, not up in here.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes you get 5 on a play, you say, hey, SOS, run it again. And that time, Crusaders not fooled. Ball placed just inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and a long 4 here for the Mavericks.
If I picked up the signals, I think we got a little play-action screen here.
Well, that would be impressive if you could. This isn't the Peyton and Eli show, though, so 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fullback to the right of the tailback. Zay out of a gun, looking right side, takes his first read. He's got Melendez.
What hands that gentleman has.
And he cannot haul it in on the near sideline.
Damn.
So that's going to bring up 4th down now and decision time for Giantasio and the Mavericks.
Definitely not in a punt situation here, Dan.
It looks like they're too far for this field goal kicker with not very much wind out here this afternoon. So
I can make it.
Offense staying out there. We could definitely get odds going after the game. You'd have to start stretching now to kick a field goal.
Absolutely.
To kick a field goal tomorrow. Zay out of a gun, rolling right. He's got a man. Melendez makes the catch near the line to gain.
Gonna be close. I think he's giving it to him.
First down, Mavericks.
Nice job.
That's just a design play, Kev. They knew they were going to throw it short. Running a simple out in man coverage. It was just best first best, make a play.
Love the short plays, Dan. 10 yards at a time. That's all you need. You don't need the big play.
Well, it's a 4 wide receiver set now. A man running in motion. That's Melendez. Running from left to right. The give is to Pop. He goes right up the gut to the second level. Lowers his head. Uses his forearm. O-line drives him forward. What a run on first down.
Pumping those legs, Dan. That's what we teach the boys.
That's it, man. I was watching Rudy the other day. I always get so fired up when I watch Rudy.
It's a good movie.
We're going to go inside. We're going to go outside. We're going to go inside and outside. Get him on the run. We're going to keep him on the run. Someone ran through a wall. It's like, why am I so emotionally invested in this? It's a 2nd and 1 now for the Mavericks. Ball placed inside the 20, officially in the red zone. Man going in motion. The give is to the tailback. Pop, and what a play by the linebacker.
Nice stop.
Ginyard.
Nice stop.
My man putting on a show. And, he's one of these slap 9 players on defense, Kev, where slap 9, you can come on that angle, right, and play either defensive end or linebacker and be the extreme edge rusher or drop back into coverage. And number 10, Ginyard, doing it all so far on defense for the Crusaders. They're going to say that is a first down regardless of his amazing tackle.
Little momentum. She fell over the first down marker.
That's right. 1st and 10 now for the Mavericks. Ball inside the 20. The give is to Pop. Makes one man miss. Gets the second level. Picks up about 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 upcoming.
I think number 58 was a little surprised he was in the backfield so fast.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, I can't believe I got here this quickly.
What do I do?
There's nobody here. It's like when you go in the kitchen at night, right? And you forget why you're in the kitchen.
Every night, Dan.
You go, you're in the backfield, you're like, why am I here again? Oh, that's right. I got to make the tackle.
I know why I'm in the kitchen, though. Peanut butter.
I'll tell you, snacks are dangerous. There should be like a code to get into the kitchen at night, not even the fridge.
Oh, here we go. Snap
Yeah,
right
he has
off
to
the
pop
middle.
on a
Ooh,
misdirection.
look at that side. Nothing there. Nothing there.
I mean, you talk about a bend but don't break defense for Stepinac. Moore seemingly driving downfield, eating up clock all second quarter. And now they've seemingly hit a brick wall as it's a 3rd and 3. The ball placed at the Stepinac 15-yard line. 4-man front. A 3-man front with 2 edges.
Ooh,
They show blitz.
whistle.
False start against the Mavericks, and the Stepinac fans in attendance love it.
Not good. You got to be disciplined out there, Dan. So they're showing pass. I would guess that they're going to show pass again. Looked like they were going for a corner out there. They were flooding it with Melendez and Green.
Well, a 3rd and 7 for the Mavericks. Trips left, 1 wide receiver right. Stepinac out in zone coverage. Zay looking left. He's got a man. It's complete.
Wow. First down. That was a big play. Big move.
I mean, Libretta makes the catch and immediately gets busy with yards after it, moving the chains, and now it's a 1st and goal for the Mavericks. Clock continues to tick away here in the second quarter. What a drive.
Got the 3-point signal coming in from the sidelines. Little Steph Curry with the pop.
I like that. 2 receivers right. Man going in motion from left to right. Zay
There it
looking
is.
left side of the end zone,
Little jump
and it's
ball.
incomplete.
Got a hand-to-hand combat going on out there. See, your cone's getting no respect, Dan. Been tossed aside again.
My broadcast booth should be sponsored by the Dangerfield family because we get no respect here. I'd hire security, but he'd just sit here and look at his phone. So
Timeout from Stepinac. They want to think about it.
that's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a short break and be back in a hot second. Nobody cares. All right, ladies and gents. Yeah, a little bit of technology problems, always. You know, chaos here at Moore Catholic High School as we adapt to no field house and this moment in time brought to you by our friends at Comfort Solutions Air Conditioning Specialist. Contact John Carlson. Our man, he's a coach out of St. Peter's High School on the North Shore. Jack, or John as they call him, 917-560-6195. They give it tailback up the gut. Touchdown, Mavericks!
Pop. Nice run.
Pop with his first touchdown run of the day, and the Mavericks retake the lead up 13-7.
Very nice. We got a good game here, Dan.
That touchdown brought to you by our friend at Comfort Solutions Air Conditioning Specialist John Carlson, 917-560-6195. It's an unofficial clock today, so you could say there's 7:30 remaining in the second quarter, and Nobody really argue with you.
Nobody cares.
Shout out to Whitehead out of Stepinac moving through the stands here.
Nice kick.
Big fan of Nobody Cares. As that kick is up and money. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moore Mavericks up 14-7. Midway through the third quarter. Second quarter, I wish. Back after this. Nobody Cares. I'll tell you what, Kev. You know who's a proud supporter of the Nobody Cares Sports Network?
Main Street Coffee.
Well, that's true. But also I'm going to give you a little guess here. Little hint. Best burger on Staten Island, possibly New York City. You know, that's Duffy's on Forest Avenue.
Yes, Duffy.
Yeah,
You didn't give me a chance.
They make it with an English muffin first to do so. When you get that melted cheese, brother, you haven't lived before. Check out their Party Barn. That's right. Best burger at NYC, 650 Forest Avenue in the heart of West Brighton. An onside kick, little squib. Yeah, it's going to be fielded at the 28-yard line by the Crusaders. Holding it like a loaf of bread. Yeah. Well, my goodness.
Would have ripped it.
Crusaders get the ball to 35 and ready to go. So I did get a little hate mail. Like most people, Kev, you get a lot of like really good people like you, right? When you're in the booth, your phone goes off. You know, my phone never goes off unless bad news.
I wouldn't say like, Dan. It's more of like a love.
See, there you go. So the only thing, somebody sent me a message and said, fire that guy. He talks over you on your play calls. And I was like, well, that's Main Street Coffee, the booth sponsor. He can do whatever he wants.
Pretty much.
And they were like, nobody talks over Danny. I was like, oh, it sounds like I got some stalkers out there. Trips right, give us a tailback, and he is flossing up the gut. Busts ahead. Across midfield, tackled across the 40-yard line. The Crusaders answer right back.
I would have to say, Dan, I'm just a football dad. You know, I watch the game, I get excited. I could be yelling if I wasn't holding this microphone in my hand, like rip the ball.
You kind of forget where you are, yeah. Well, it's my boy TBJ, Troy Baker Jr. Stay getting busy out of the backfield. Now they put the other man in. Little thunder and lightning lowering his shoulder, moving and grooving. John Smith, the junior running back. That is back-to-back first downs here for the Crusaders.
Get back to that comment. I'm more like an added color commentary guy.
I have to show you the message. It's in my DMs.
Baby!
Smith up the gut! Once again, back-to-back first downs for the Crusaders. And these fans at a White Plains, Stepinac, are hyped.
Moving the ball like a hot knife through butter, Dan.
You got a timeout called on the field, and you could hear the crowd on the other end. Maybe you can't, but if you can, it's because you could hear a pin drop right now in the more Catholic side of the field. These fans are a bit stunned right now by the momentum. As you could tell, Mr. Momentum changed his address on this drive.
Yeah, we had 3 runs up the middle, Dan, each of them for about 20 yards.
Well, this timeout is brought to you by our friend at Jay's on the Bay, 1189 Bay Street. Shout out to Chef Joe Salamini. A lot of people cook in a kitchen, but not a lot of people are chefs. Fine dining in the heart of Rosebank, renowned for his phenomenal catering. He could bring the experience to your home. Visit or call Jay's on the Bay to find out more. 718-720-0922.
You say fine dining, Dan. I just want a little bit of my experience. I went to Jay's on the Bay, and you talk about fine dining, but it was like extra fine dining. I was like, where can I take my wife without going over a bridge to like a nice restaurant? Nice
without
meal?
tolls?
We were totally blown away. They did a phenomenal job.
He doesn't pay enough for that kind of advertising drop, so thank you for that, Kev. Well, back to the action. Nobody does. We support local. Give us a tailback running a gap.
Oof, he won't go down.
Looks like he stopped near the 5-yard line.
It was 71 clearing the whole defensive line to the back of the end zone. I think he was yelling at his running back, follow me.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the hog mollies up front. That's Ethan Whitehead. We were just talking about his dad. Big fan of Nobody Cares Sports Network. Introduced himself before the game. He's 6'4", this senior, so he's moving people in the trenches. As that's an incomplete pass here on 2nd and goal. Brings up 3rd and goal. And a more Maverick player now down on the turf. And it looks to be the defender that was closest to making a play on the quarterback. That is number 2. It looks like Gerald Green, and we hope it's not serious because that young man listed as an athlete goes both ways. He hops up off the turf like he was sitting on a spring. Must be nice to be young, Kev. He's walking to the sidelines.
I wouldn't know about that. Yeah, looks like he's going to stay in the game.
I mean, he wants to stay in the game, but he's going to have to come out for at least one play.
You had to make that known, huh?
Well, believe me, they can't hear me. These people over here can. It's so hard to call the game when there's no press booth and everybody's just looking at you.
I'm used to it then.
No, not me. I'm sweating
Damn paparazzi.
profusely.
Everywhere I go. Main Street Coffee.
Main Street Coffee. That's right. Now back to the action on the field. It's a 3rd and goal from what appears to be the Mavericks' 5-yard line.
Listen, they ran the ball all the way up the field for about 90 yards. Let's say we try to punch it in here.
Running a wishbone set, 2 receivers right, 1 left. The give is to a tailback, and he's tripped up.
That's my boy Omar. Oh my gosh, being shot out of a cannon there, coming from the middle linebacker position. Beautiful tackle.
Omar Mendez Jr., middle linebacker / tight end. He is a junior player on this varsity team, and a massive stop there brings up 4th and goal. From the 5-yard line, 3 receivers right, 1 left, and a timeout called by the Mavericks.
Just in time.
Just in time is right. They got an opportunity to see their set, so if you're Coach O'Donnell and the Crusaders, you're going to have to go to play number 2 on that sheet. We'll be back. 14-7, we've got ourselves a Danny of a broadcast. I'm Danny Chanod, Kevin Gumb in the booth. Our broadcast booth is powered by who?
Main Street Coffee!
We're powered by caffeine, baby! Under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. This moment in time brought to you by DPM Contracting, family-owned and operated, fully licensed and insured, proud supporter of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. Contact our boy Damian today, 347-612-5063.
Got a huge momentum play coming up here, Dan. If they score, it could go Stepinac's way. Big stop for Moore. Could light the fire under them as well.
Huge play coming up is right. 4th and goal out of a shotgun, looking right, throws it over the middle on a slant. Touchdown, Crusaders! Boy, they answer the bell.
Got less than a half a step on him. He put the ball right on a dime. Nailed him in the middle of the end zone. That's a tough play to cover as the defensive back, Dan. You kind of like to keep him from getting to the inside and force him to the outside. Easier said than done.
Well, it was Kyle Patterson, the quarterback, who threw an absolute dart to Jesse Osborne, number 11. And after the extra point attempt is up and money, it is a 14-14 ball game. And oh, baby, are we broadcasting a classic, possibly an instant one from Bull's Head?
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. I'm telling you right now, you're supporting local and nobody cares. Main Street Coffee. Welcome back, everybody. This moment in time brought to you by our friend Al Perry and the gang at Fast Track Auto Body, 550 Richmond Terrace, Staten Island, New York. More than just collision repair. They'll hook up your car like Grand Theft Auto 5, Los Santos Customs. You can get tints. You can get body spray. I'm talking the absolute flyest hookup for your car, unimaginable. Check them out. Proud supporter of local sports here in the community.
Grand Theft Auto. So that means
Yeah.
they'll hook it up where you could like drive over drunks like in parking lots and just keep going.
It's easy to get canceled, and I think we just did. But check them out, Fast Track Auto Body. Nobody cares.
I was going to say prostitutes, but this is a Catholic high school. Oh, I should have said that.
Back to the action on the field, and a squib kick is going to be fielded inside the 20-yard line.
Bouncing
Bobbled
around.
by Green, and now he's in trouble as everybody in a white jersey tries to wrangle him up, and they do.
Still on his feet, though.
Whew. I'll tell you, after walking off the field gingerly the last time we saw him, he took an absolute beating on that kick return.
Look like Rocky in round 15. I'm not going to go down.
14-14 is our score. Stepinac looking for their first win of the season. I'll tell you who gets wins all the time in the community. The McBratney family and what they do down there on Watchog Road. 280 Watchog Road to be specific. Jimmy Max, proud supporter of Nobody Cares. They're celebrating 35 years this year. Check out their brand new party room.
Place is buzzing today, NFL Sunday, no doubt.
Oh, filled to the brim. Great bar pies.
And off up the middle.
Give S to the tailback. He runs up the gut. How much there is Pop? Does pick up his usual 5 to 6 yards on first down. Second down has been haunting for the Mavs this afternoon. You like the Nobody Cares tent at the main entrance again?
I love it.
Yeah, it looks great, man. Provide a little shade for the team moms as they collected new coats today for children in need in the community. A great cause here on Senior Day. A short pass right to the receiver, and he's bottled up immediately. Second down, not fortuitous at all for the Mavs today, as I mentioned. It brings up a 3rd and 5 as they lost 2. I mean, I could lower your mic when you want to, yell at the referee. You just let me know.
That wasn't me. That was the guy next to me.
No, somebody else was yelling at the ref. It definitely wasn't us.
I think he was doing some dance moves out there. I was trying to encourage him.
14-14's our score. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Zay out of a gun, looking right under pressure. Looking left. Moving up in the pocket. He's sacked.
Nowhere to go.
Woo! A huge play by the Crusaders defense.
Big play. What's in that little book that the referee?
Man, that was number 15, the linebacker Julian Ramos coming up with the sack. That would mean that on third down, the Crusaders send a blitz package and it pays off. So a bit of a gamble there.
Big time.
Fourth down upcoming here for the Mavericks, and I'm not sure why there's a timeout on the field. What's the discussion? In a 14-14 ball game, you got to be punting it unless we're at the 4-minute warning. That would probably make the most sense, right?
That would make sense. The scoreboard does read 3:39, but again, it's not official.
Not official.
So again, there could be 10 seconds left, and maybe they're gonna go for it.
Gabriella, you're fired from security, by the way. Yeah, I just want to tell you, you did a great job initially. No, it's okay. You're fired. No, everybody gets fired, Gab. Everybody gets fired.
Gabby does not get fired. Oh, Gabby's up on her feet. Looks like
We don't know her last name, but she's got a vendetta against us now.
She's gonna
Thank you,
crack
Gabby.
Some heads out there. Here we go.
She
He's
did.
Back deep to punt. It's off. It's away. You got a boomer.
Oh, baby. Oh, that
he
is
hit
going to be a
early.
penalty.
Why would we do
Green way early on the punt returner. Interferes with him before he can even make the catch.
He's taking down his outdoor track competition. That's what I think he was going for there.
Ian Thomas, number 12, was the punt returner that was mauled there. Now, Ian Thomas, Kevin, we spoke about him a bit before the start of this game. He's a track star, right? And what a great player to have returning kicks for this Crusader team. Obviously, Gerald Green also knows that because he didn't want any part of him catching that ball.
Both of them are easily top 5 in the CHSAA.
Easily great players on display here. What's so great about broadcasting these games is scouts no longer have to travel to Staten Island the day of the New York City Marathon. They could stay home and watch the players ball out. And with so few games left here in the regular season, we're hoping somebody gets a scholarship somewhere, D1 through 3. So after that penalty, an egregious one at that, it is 1st and 10 in Maverick territory. Gibis to a tailback, running on a misdirection B gap and running hard. He picks up about 6 yards on the play. This quarterback, Kyle Patterson for the Crusaders, he is having a phenomenal game in that he's been playing mistake-free football. He hasn't been forcing his passes into tight coverage, and the running game has really paid dividends. As once again, the give is to our boy,
Moving the ball with
TBJ, Troy Baker Jr., getting the first down.
Looks like they're going to stick with the run. Keep running off tackle, and they're moving the ball nicely.
TBJ with the ball again.
Not much going on there.
About to just call him Iron Man, because it's similar to RDJ.
Maybe because you were like a comic book nerd or something.
I think it's more because I need to equate something with memory problem.
Dyslexia, memory issues.
Dyslexia, memory problems.
Curtis High School.
Just inappropriate comments in the booth. We'll be broadcasting horseshoes in Vegas or Reno in no time.
I'm in for that.
Out of a gun, throwing it left on a little bubble screen. The Mavericks blow up the blockers there. Stop that trick play in its tracks, and it's going to be 3rd and about 9 for the Crusaders. 14-14 ball game, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Three wide receivers right, and a man jumps off sides early. It looks like this one's going to be against the Mavs. I'll tell you, that's a tough penalty. Legendary defensive line coach out of Curtis High School, Pete McNamara, always coaches. Got to play with cotton in your ears, Kevin.
Absolutely.
And only move when that ball is snapped. Can't go on the hard count, and Mavericks got burned that time. So a 3rd and long becomes 3rd and short.
About 3 yards to go. I think they're going to try to run him off tackle.
2 wide receivers right, an extra tight end right. The give is to the tailback, running right up the gut. He's got a first down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Crusaders. And an injury timeout on the field as we have as a defensive player down for the Mavericks inside the 5. Hoping that he's okay as I attempt to look up a number here. It looks like number 58 for the Mavericks. That's the junior defensive tackle James Fowler down. With approximately 1:30 to go here in the first half, it is a tie ball game, baby. Hoping Fowler gets up quick. Our broadcast booth is brought to you by our friends at Main Street Coffee.
Main Street.
We'll be back with riveting local sports from Bullset, Staten Island. Nobody cares.
The boy is up. He's moving under his own power. Looks to be moving very nicely. That's a good sign, Dan.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Got what do we got? 1st and goal here. A big goal line stand here.
Huge play here. 1st and goal. 2 receivers bunched right. 1 left. Give us to the tailback, and he is going to be tackled immediately. Big time play there made by the Moore Mav.
Speed kills, Dan. He came flying in off the edge.
That's our boy playing on senior day. Isaiah Vanderpool making the tackle.
Beautiful. He was in the backfield before the offensive tackle got out of his stance.
Somebody's been watching film. You feel me?
Yep.
Under a minute to go here. Clock running. It's just working like a nobody cares employee when it wants to. Quarterback gives to tailback. Nowhere to go. Staying on his feet. Rumbling forward. Not down yet. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Punched it in. They had him dead in the backfield, Dan.
What a run with an exclamation point. Jesse Osborne, the junior running back, finds pay dirt for the second time this afternoon, and it's a 20-14 score. Crusaders up.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go into the locker room up at halftime, Dan.
That's something that they've had happen so far this season, just not able to hold on for a win. Will it change today as they're now up 21-14? 38 seconds to go here in the first half, and the home crowd on senior day not happy, giving me a lot of dirty looks. Real tough.
Wake up!
Back after this. Nobody cares.
Oh, wait, because that reminded you?
No, yeah, you reminded me of my sponsors. You know, every game MVP here at Nobody Cares Network of every game gets a Buy a Bar gift card over 25 locations in the tri-state area.
So delicious.
2 men back deep to receive a squib kick, and that's a hot potato that's fielded cleanly at the 30-yard line, running from right to left and swallowed up by a trio of Crusaders. Approximately 30 seconds to go here in the first half of play. The Mavs don't have all their timeouts. Strategy-wise, you'll wonder what they want to do here. Is your boy Herbert on the reception there. Great hands.
Yeah, excellent hands. At 30 seconds, we could squeeze in a few plays here. I would think they're going to come out throwing here, Dan.
Well, you got great field position. What can you do with it? It's a 4 wide receiver set. 2 left, 2 right. Looks like they're coming out in Tampa 2 with a little over-the-top coverage. The give is to a tailback. Runs right up the gut across to midfield.
It's good for 20. Get on the ball. Let's go. Clock's a-ticking.
Pop's got to be close to 100 yards so far here in the first half. The Mavs down by a touchdown. Trips right. Zay looking that way. He throws it short, completes it to Libretta, who runs out of bounds in Crusader territory. About 15 seconds to go now, and for all intents and purposes, I think that's an unofficial clock, but I can't see if there is a clock ref to the right where the DJ set up. So we don't know. This could be the final play of the half, or there could be time for 2 more. Trips left now. Single coverage right. Zay, pump fake, moving up in the pocket. He is sacked. Ginyard once again finds pay dirt. Timeout, Mavericks.
Got to burn that timeout.
And he is a little bit ginger as he makes his way off the field here, Kevin. And Ginyard, the star defensive end linebacker for this Crusader squad. This timeout couldn't come at a better time for both teams. You mentioned, though, that Farrell, who plays in the same division as this Stepinac squad, played on the road. And we're down to them at the half, and Farrell was able to come back in the second half and win the game. So this squad, this team, Kev, this is a familiar situation. They're used to taking teams down to the wire, and quite frankly, you know, the fan base has said this is the most down year we've had in some time. You know, we play in a tough division, but we usually squeak out our wins. They've had just bad luck this year quarterback injuries they've had to overcome. But here you see late in the season, still battling, still grinding, up 21-14, late first half here at Moore Catholic.
It's like my fantasy football team.
Just like it. Trips right. Zay looking that way. All day to throw. Moves up in the pocket. Guess who? Sacked once again. Ginyard leading the charge.
Got great coverage downfield by Stepinac. That's the half.
He picks up a half sack on the play, as does number 55, Adrian Sekulik. That's going to do it for us here in the first half of play as it comes to an end. 21-14's our score. Live from Moore Catholic High School, Danny Chanod, Kevin Gumb on the call. You're listening to Nobody Cares, and I'm telling you, we're powered by who?
Main Street Coffee!
Nobody cares. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half of action underway on a squib kick, a hot potato. That's a live ball that's covered up and down inside the Crusaders' 35-yard line. Whew, I tell you what, this second half of action brought to you by our friends at 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of Greater Monmouth County, serving the tri-state. Special reminder, because we're getting out of hurricane season, nothing worse than water damage, my friends. When it gets down, you got to get that water up off the floor. So I got to reach out to our friend Cosmo Martelli, 732-955-4232 or 347-782-8254. In a 21-14 contest, the Stepinac Crusaders have journeyed down from White Plains to put on an epic battle here in Bull's Head, Staten Island. On a swing pass to the halfback right side, a bevy of laundry hits the turf, and this one should be coming back. Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports Network on the call, LocalLive.tv on the broadcast, and color commentary today is a man that not only powers our broadcast booth, but joins us for keen insight wit from time to time, Kevin Gumb.
That's me.
He's got some fans. He's got some closet haters. A standard Nobody Cares.
How you doing?
Looks like it's a hold, as that'll be a full 10 yards from the spot of the initial line of scrimmage. So a 1st and 20 upcoming.
It's a good balance of haters and fans, though. Kind of equal themselves out.
Yeah, it's like the worst place to stand. Appreciate you, ladies.
Hey, fix that comb while you're at it. Appreciate it. Where's Gabby when you need her?
No. Gabby quit because I fired her, but I told her I'll rehire her soon. Student here out of Moore Catholic High School helping us out this afternoon with security as that tailback gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Army crawl for about 5 yards there.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 upcoming. Sun's starting to really bake on us here, Kev.
I love the sun.
Cold day here in central Staten Island, 53 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Sending a man in motion, trips right. The give is to tailback on a misdirection, and another flag comes in. This should be holding again. Stepinac with a whole lot of momentum into the end of that first half, seemingly shooting themselves in the foot here with multiple holding penalties on their first drive here in the second half. Had the opportunity for a nice bathroom break, went to the facilities here. And
TMI.
Yeah, no, it's important to the story. Ran into some fans, one of them being Ja Boogie, who is a supporter of all things Staten Island. You oftentimes see him at St. Peter's High School. And Ja Boogie informed me. He said, Dan, the Eagles out of St. Peter's beat St. John the Baptist yesterday on the road. If Moore loses today, the Eagles will be in first place. Wow. Out of a gun, flushed out of the pocket under pressure and driven out of bounds on the near sideline. Not much doing there.
Yeah, they saved about 10 yards by getting rid of the ball there. Very smart. About 3rd and 20 here, Dan. Be a nice time to pick off a ball, get good field position. I I feel like yelling out pass, watch the pass, but again, I won't do that because I am on Nobody Cares Sports Network. As Dan rifles through his bag, looking for God knows what, but he's back.
It is a third and eternity. A short pass to a man on a slant over the middle, and the ball pops out. Looks like the Crusaders are going to have that ball down before the fumble.
Like running into a black hole. Who was that?
Well, it was number 8, Jordan Ayton, on the catch. And as for the Moore Mavericks on the tackle, it was number 17, junior middle linebacker Omar Mendez coming up to make the stop.
Of course it was.
And shout out to Jordan Ayton. I was talking with his dad, Jonathan, before the game.
Almost had a block punt there.
This punt is a booming one, Kev. Best thing that the Stepinac boys have done so far on the second half is a booming kick on special teams. 21-14. More Mavs looking to respond. Will they be able to get the job done on their home turf? Senior Day? Find out after this. Our broadcast booth this afternoon is brought to you by our friends at Main Street Coffee. Well, the Mavericks have the ball on their own 30-yard line, working out of a gun. They give us to the tailback pop. Picks up about a yard on the play. Not much doing there as this Crusader D-line continues to get busy.
Second and short. Moving the ball again.
It is a 2nd and 8 for the Mavericks. Trips right. Crusaders blitzing left. Short pass left side, and a great tackle made in the open field by, you guessed it, Ginyard once again makes the tackle.
Nothing there.
A 3rd and 8 upcoming here for the Mavericks. The hell's going on over there? Dawson's Creek is playing out to the left of the broadcast booth.
Many people are probably like,
I always say, like, when you go to a game and your girlfriend's being intimate with you in public, just go home. What are you doing?
Absolutely.
Working out of a gun, Zay rolling left, now moving right, decides to keep it. Stutter step, he goes down to the turf, well short of the line to gain. 4th and long upcoming, and the Mavericks are going to be forced to punt from their own territory.
Not much going on downfield. Having a rough time getting the ball out of his hand.
Track star number 12, Ian Thomas, back deep to receive this punt. 7:39 to go here in the third quarter.
Gonna make a catch.
And overhand, top reception, pops out of the breadbasket. He retains possession on the fumble. Very lucky there. Crusaders keep the football.
A little indecisive there. Looked like he was gonna fair catch it, but it was like shot out of a cannon, kind of hit him in the gut. He decided to go with it and had a hard time handling it.
As we have a change of possession here, let's hear from our buddy Danny Mills from Roddy and Dean, proud supporter of Nobody Cares.
Hi, this is Danny Mills, Roddy and Dean, American Steakhouse, 44 Richmond Terrace, supporting local sports. Full line of bourbons, tequilas, craft beers, and a superior wine list to complement our steaks. Looking to see you around our table soon or on the field.
There's our buddy Danny Mills out of Roddy and Dean, 44 Richmond Terrace. Proud supporter of Nobody Cares, like a Manhattan steakhouse here in Staten Island without paying the tolls. On first down, not much doing there on the run. 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Crusaders. Might be wondering, what are all these sponsors on screen? We've never heard of Nobody Cares Sports before. Well, we like to add a little bit of flair. We work with Local Live. We work on our own YouTube when we can. And our sponsors power us entirely so that these schools don't have to pay for the coverage. So make sure you support local. Mention us, and you'll get 10% off services. Out of a gun, give us to the tailback. Spin move like it's Madden. Rolls forward, and after all that, he only picks up about a half a yard. It's this tandem tailback team for the Crusaders. That time it was number 22, John Smith. We also see Troy Baker Jr. getting in there. Right now it's John Smith in the backfield. 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback under pressure, moving right in the pocket, fires right, completes it to a man who stutter steps, and he's across the first down marker into Mavericks territory. First down.
A little Patrick Mahomes play there. Throw the ball on the move. Very nice touch.
Patterson with a beautiful move, escaping the pocket, finding an open man on the short throw. That was Jordan Eaton, number 8, who made the reception and got busy. 1st and 10 Crusaders. And they've got all the momentum here, Kevin, looking to build on a 7-point lead.
Here we go from the 40-yard line.
Give this to the tailback. This is a man that runs and plays wide receiver in Jesse Osborne. So this is the 3rd player we've seen at the running back position this afternoon for this team out of Stepinac. Yeah.
Handoff up the middle. Nice
Patterson,
play.
yeah, with a clean handoff. Osborne.
Omar filling the gap again.
And this kid number 11, we call him Old Snake Eyes. He is a force to be reckoned with out there on the gridiron. Call comes in from the sidelines. A 3rd and 1 for Stepinac. Ball near the 30-yard line. Give us the tailback once again. He falls forward, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. It depends on the spot. Referee signals 4th down.
Wow. Bad spot.
Crusaders fans absolutely cannot believe it. They're beside themselves in anger. More Mavericks fans are quiet, like maybe if we be quiet, they'll just leave the play the same. It looks like that's what's happening here. So it's a 4th and extremely short.
Wow.
I don't believe they're punting. They're bringing in their power set into the game.
Yeah,
so
you got to punch it here.
Wholesale substitutions as the big men come into the game. Power set. Wishbone. Now they rush up. Could be a tush push. They snap the ball. Moore snuffs it out. Man is still not down. It's a live ball. Can they push him forward?
Big stop.
The Mavs say they stopped him. And we've got multiple players down on the turf, slow to get up.
Like a car wreck.
Yeah, that was like a slow motion train wreck. So much happening. It's number 22 for the Moore Mavericks down on the turf right now, slow to get up. That's a junior, Elijah Jones. 3:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. Let's hear from our good friend Jimmy McBratney out of Jimmy Mac's.
Hi, this is Jimmy McBratney, owner of Jimmy Mac's at 280 Watchog Road. We've been serving the Staten Island community for over 35 years. This fall, we invite you to the restaurant for our happy hour, which runs Monday to Thursday, 3 to 7, Friday and Saturday, 2 to 6. We have $2 drafts, $4 import bottles, and lots of what we call max snacks at $5. Also, during NFL specials, we also will run those $2 drafts, and we have the $4 vodka seltzers. So if you're in the neighborhood, please join us. Jimmy Mac's, 280 Watchog Road, in the heart of Westerly, proudly supporting local sports. Nobody cares.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chef Joe from Jay's on the Bay, located at 1189 Bay Street and Highland Boulevard in the heart of the North Shore. This year, we celebrate 10 years of community service and customer satisfaction. We offer fine dining, a custom menu that changes with the seasons, and specialty cocktails. Let our team of professionals cater your next party or school event. Jay's on the Bay, a certified DOE vendor, Rosebank staple, proud supporter of local sports. Nobody cares.
Love that, Jay's on the Bay. Love to hear from our sponsors, as if you become an official sponsor, you too will get a chance to do an audio drop and let the masses hear that lovely voice.
Here, change of possession. That was a big stop for Moore. This could be the momentum change of the game here.
Two receivers set right, one left. The give is to Pop. The tailback gets outside the tackle and now runs forward for about 4 yards.
More like 7, Dan. That was a good run.
It was tough to see. I just kind of guessed, and he called me out.
I don't want to talk over you.
Candy's awesome, by the way. You brought excess candy? I don't ever really eat candy.
I know. You don't have any children in your house.
Yeah, but you can't tell by my body that I never eat candy, right? But no, I don't have any children in the house.
So sexy.
Yeah, real model for radio. Second and short here for the Mavs. It gives to Pop once again. He has the first down, but Laundry comes into play. This one could be coming back.
Not a good sign.
So you must have a lot of candy if you gave this to me and said this is yours and you didn't say you were going to eat it.
Yeah, we have like a full cauldron left of candy.
Oh, my God. Some people use that for decoration. You used it for, real purpose.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm thankful, man.
God bless.
That's a 2nd and 12 after the penalty. Moore just cannot afford to have these penalties against them. They have to play a clean second half if they have any hopes of beating this Stepinac Crusader team who plays in a division higher than them. Give is to Pop, and the fans here are starting to get restless on the Moore Mavs side.
At about a 3rd and 10, Dan.
Man, I've never had Lifesavers gummies before, bro.
Delicious, absolutely delicious.
I feel like it's almost like a fruit stack though, because like a juice box.
It's like a party in your mouth.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Pause, no cap. Back to the action on the field. 3rd and 10 for the Mavs. Big play. Zay out of a gun, under pressure, throws it deep down the middle of the field, incomplete.
Receiver stopped running.
So he had Josiah Jones. He had a man beat by a couple of steps, but my goodness, he was going to need a whole lot of help, a gust of wind, and a whole lot more to catch up with that ball. 4th and 10 upcoming. Turns into a battle of field possession as the two coaches will play chess here as we get towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Nearly 2 minutes to go here.
Yeah, moving fast this 3rd quarter. Got Ian Thomas back for the punt return. See if he gets another opportunity.
I mean, that is a wild kick, and it takes a Moore bounce.
Yeah, nice bounce.
Goes inside the 30-yard line. Turns out to be a 65-yard kick, and a beautiful one at that.
Let's go.
2:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. High stakes on the line for Moore, trying to remain atop the division. Stepinac looking for their first win of the year. You cut the tension with a knife, folks. Crusaders get the ball when we come back. Broadcast booth is powered by
Main Street Coffee.
Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Working out of a gun, quarterback under pressure, rolling to his right, fires down the right sideline, and that ball's nearly complete. What a play by the receiver to make it close.
He did good adjustment, just the ball was thrown a little short. Got 2nd and 10. They had a lot of success running the ball, Dan.
I don't want to really change from that strategy as they have a trio of backs out of the backfield that have been getting busy this afternoon. Richie DeMarco made a great play to come back to that ball. Nearly made the catch as it was badly underthrown. Give us to Troy Baker Jr. Barrels forward for just a couple of yards. It's a 3rd and 7, and as we get through this second half, Kev, we have to think about, in a close contest, who that impact player is of this game that could potentially walk away with the MVP. Now, it's going to come from the winning team. We don't know who that is yet, but start thinking about who your MVP player could be from either team as they're going to win a gift card to Buy a Bar over 25 locations in the Tri-State. On a slant over the middle, that is a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Patterson completes it to number 5, the captain, Max Oliveri.
How does that work? You'll give it to the visiting team as well, even though they're in White Plains, New York?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Buy a Bar has over 25 locations in the Tri-State area, so it's more than plausible that there is one up there.
There you go.
Give is once again to the tailback, moving and grooving, makes the whole D-line miss, gets to the second level, but he can't get through that gauntlet of linebackers. 5 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and manageable.
Absolutely, moving the ball, eating up the clock.
I asked James Speciale of the Advance if he wanted to come out and join today, and he said, well, you got to give me a little bit more advance notice, no pun intended. John Smith on the carry. Talk about like a thunder and lightning combination. Both of those running backs are like lightning, and at times they'll bring in number 11 to run out of the backfield in Jesse Osborne.
They'll wear you down for sure.
But this is a massive props to the 5 men up front, the hog mollies, as I like to call them. The offensive line doing a tremendous job today for the Stepinac Crusaders, as that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 quarters of play from Bull's Head, Staten Island. The Moore Mavs trailing at home on the red turf to the Stepinac Crusaders 21-14. Put your 4s up. We're coming back. Nobody cares. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 4th quarter here. It's funny. I was wondering, like, did the neighbors here in Bull's Head complain? Because this is the lowest decibel volume I've ever heard a home DJ play at. Because when he plays music on the in-betweens as a helicopter flies over here, you know, it's not loud enough to drown out my voice and your voice in the booth, and we get some awkward stares from the fans.
Well, mostly you, Dan.
Yeah, well, as they say in the hip-hop industry, turn me up in my headphones. 3rd and short, big play upcoming. Give us tailback running left side, falls forward. He is close to the line to gain. We're going to have a measurement upcoming here, Kev.
Yep, depends on the spot here. You never know what you're going to get. Oof. It's close. No, they eyeballed it. 1st down.
They eyeballed the 1st down. My goodness. Smith on the carry picks up the 1st down.
I don't see many measurements anymore. The refs seem to eyeball a lot of 1st down calls.
Man, I'm happy you're here, Kev. If you weren't, I'd just be sweating here. People be looking at me by myself. You know, it's tough to get people to work a Sunday. Work, if that's what you can call it. 4-letter word. A 1st and 10 at midfield.
Ian Thomas in motion.
Yeah. They're going to look that way. Quarterback now has to roll the other direction. Flushed out of the pocket. Laundry on the field. This should be a hold. It's an incomplete pass downfield intended for Richie DeMarco? Yeah, DeMarco.
Sure.
My handwriting is horrible.
Oh, you got a pen back.
Shout out to Kevin Gumb Jr. Showed up with a pen.
Kid's good for something.
Yeah, like I don't give him any more shout out love than that. Shout out came with a pen. You don't need to know more.
Oh, that was a big penalty.
Goodness. The penalty, instead of being a hold against Stepinac, turns out to be a penalty against the defense. It will result in a first down for Stepinac. Michael, what could that have been? A holding, possibly, resulting, I don't think a hold, because it would have been short of a first down marker. Give is towards number 11. He's the third tailback into this ball game.
Bouncing off his own men.
Jesse Osborne.
Good for 7.
Short play coming up here to gain on second down. Now it looks more like 2nd and 5. But still, this Crusader team gashing the Moore defensive line front on first down, making it extremely manageable for you on second down to say, hey, the playbook's open. Are we going to run or are we going to pass?
Turnover would be nice.
Very well balanced, and a lot of times the defense has to score to pick up the offensive slack. The Mavs need that here. The give is to Osborne running up the gut. Mavericks starting to look a little bit tired now as they pick up another 4 on the play, maybe 5.
We have 3rd and short.
Yes, this is going to be a 3rd and quite short for the Crusaders.
Wow, what a great spot. I think he just got the first down. Another eyeball.
Another eyeball spot. These refs got reservations today. I don't want to hear it. Do they even have chains on those sticks over there? The give is to Osborne, running right side. Still on his feet. Inside the 10-yard line.
Wow, nice run.
Looks like he's pushed out of bounds at the 12, so this will be a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. They'll have an opportunity to get another first down prior to crossing the end zone here.
Wow, he's running with authority. Feed me the ball. Oh.
Fumble in the backfield! A bad handoff! A bad handoff! And Eli Jones, the defensive end! Oh, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, all rolled into one! The Mavs come up with a turnover.
Huge turnover, huge turnover. Somebody went to church today, no doubt. We're going to have to do something with this ball here now. You know, they were given a gift. We have to see if they can move the ball. 21-14, 9:47 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what the Mavs got.
That difference in the game right now brought to you by our friends at All Seasons Roofing and Solar, servicing New York and New Jersey. Licensed and insured. Free estimates 718-200-1802. Contact our friend Anthony Vento, whose son, I believe, scored the JV game-winning touchdown yesterday for Farrell High School. So big congratulations to the Vento family. Zay under pressure, has to get rid of it. And luckily for him, there was a receiver in the vicinity, so no intentional grounding called, as he was definitely within the pocket.
Look, he had good protection in the pocket, but he couldn't really find the receiver. Yeah, game-winning touchdown. It was huge. Less than a minute left in the fourth quarter yesterday. Vento with a huge touchdown, the victory for the Lions. Oh.
Woo! My man just hurdled over one Crusader. My man Pop getting busy in the fourth. 1st and 10 Mavs.
Hey, somebody has some fight left in him. Let's go. Let's hope the rest of the team can feed off that boy. What a hurdle.
I mean, that's triangle on the PlayStation controller for those of you paying attention at home. In football, they tell you never leave your feet. Well, he abandoned all of the rules there, left his feet. That's what we call a top 10 highlight play. 1st down Mavericks.
They might be discussing if the legality of actually leaving your feet.
It is 100% legal if the refs get together on this. As I see, I believe it was a Caputo in there.
Taking charge.
Taking charge, saying, gentlemen, this is a clean play. Nick Giantasio, the head coach of the Mavs, all the way out. at that referee committee huddle trying to say, fellas, you got to be kidding me. He's being ushered off the field now.
What's the call?
No flag on the play.
Baby, pick it up.
The Mavs fans elated, the players pumped. Mr. Momentum has officially changed his address as Pop gives them a first down.
First down, we got a long way to go. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Refs are still a little indecisive, taking a little momentum away from the more.
I'll tell you, plays like that, Kev, will get you good service at one of our new sponsors like Alpha Male Barbershop and Lounge, 484 Sharretts Road. They got video games, they got cigars, they got espresso. Check them out today. Proud new supporter of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. As this referee committee, after waving off the flag, has decided to deliberate some more, and that has made the fans in attendance slowly lose their minds. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. 1st and 10 upcoming for the Mavericks if we can ever get back to this ball game.
All right, here we go. Looks like we're ready to go here.
All right. We're set. 1st and 10 from the Mavs from their own 32-yard line. The give is to Pop, running with a bevy of blockers. Puts his head down. He's close to the line to gain across the 40-yard line. 2nd and short upcoming.
Listen, he's running nice here. I know they want to give him the ball. He's getting 10 yards at a clip, but the time is slowly ticking off this clock here.
Well, as we're under 9 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, it is just a one-possession ball game. 21-14, Stepinac leads by 7. 2nd and 1 upcoming from their own 40.
Plenty of time.
Two wide receivers left, one right. Fullback to the right in the quarterback's ear. Give us to Pop. Up the gut. He's got a first down. And now he's going to be driven back by these Crusader linebackers.
Won't go down. Late whistle.
Number 55, Adrian Sekulik, making another massive play here. Although the first down was gained, it could have been a lot more.
Here we go. Time's ticking. 7:55.
Working out of a gun, the give is to Gerald Green on an end around, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield.
Nothing there. Beautiful.
Guess who? Number 10, Ginyard, once again comes up to make the play. I mean, I don't know where this kid is going to play football in college, but believe you me, if you're a scout out there, you better put him at the top of your list. Defensively, he is one of the most electric defensive end / linebackers we've covered this season. 2nd and 12 for the Mavericks. 2 receivers right, 1 left.
Offsides, defense.
Ooh, that is a big call, Kev.
Yep. Feigning the blitz, got a little excited, stepped over the line. That is illegal.
That's Julian Ramos, a bit too overzealous in the words of Walt Clyde Frazier.
That happens.
It's going to shorten the line to gain distance. Now it's a 2nd and 7 for the Mavericks. So the penalty offsets the loss on the tackle for loss. Setting a man in motion, the throw is to Pop left side. Running forward, he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Who made that tackle? Number 10.
That's right. I mean, I'm just guessing here and speculating definitely. But he's got to be up there in terms of all-time tackles at this school because he's getting busy today with one of the better teams in a lower division here in Staten Island. In fact, they're at the top of their division here, this Moore Catholic team. But they are in jeopardy of losing that spot. If they lose this game today, St. Peter's Eagles out of New Brighton will retain first place. Crusaders showing blitz. They do off the left side. Zay, little stutter step, rolls to his right, picks up 1, maybe 2 on the play near midfield. 4th down upcoming.
Looks like they're going to punt, Dan. Smell a fake here, maybe?
Playing a battle of field position, it seems. They'll send out the punt team unit. 5:53 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. We talked about our friends over there at Alpha Male Barbershop. Well, you also know that we've got a sponsor from Man Cave on 95 Page Avenue, another fantastic barbershop. Check them out today. Proud new supporters of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. Big shout out to Al and the gang. And that booming punt goes out of bounds on the far sideline. The Mavericks will have to get back on defense. Ladies and gentlemen, did we pick a good one? 21-14's our score, under 6 minutes to go here. Fourth quarter of action. Our broadcast booth is powered by our friends at Main Street Coffee. Support local, nobody cares.
The referee just returned the ball to the sideline. It was like a 40-yard punch. You don't see that quite often. He must have a little soccer in him.
No, that's impressive. I bet you back in '82 we could throw a pigskin over a quarter of a mile. First in town, the Gilvis Hotel back on a misdirection, running a gap. Mavs answer the bell and give up less than 3 yards on first down. And that is a victory for this Mavs defense, Kev, because they have been getting gashed on first down defensively, giving up 9, nearly 10 yards on first down on the running game. So a small victory there.
They desperately need to stop him here. They need that ball back.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. You can cut the tension with a knife. Working out of a gun. The give is to the tailback.
Nothing there.
That's Troy Baker Jr. on the carry. Maybe a yard on the play. Third and a long 7 upcoming as that clock continues to run. It would be a massive gamble for the Crusaders offense if they were to throw the ball here.
It would be a gamble.
If the Mavericks can come up with a stop on this running play, if it is a running play, they'll have to call a timeout. Out of a gun.
Oh, my
Bumbles
goodness.
on the turf. Who comes up with it? Troy Baker Jr., who fumbled the ball on the handoff attempt, jumps back on it. Fortuitously, the Crusaders will maintain possession on fourth down, but the Mavericks will get the ball back with 3:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. That clock continues to run.
Wow, another gift for the Mavs. We got Jaden Melendez set back deep to return this punt. Kid's got phenomenal hands. Let's see if he can get under it.
High snap. Wrangled by the punter. He brings it down and gives a booming kick. That's a fair catch by Melendez at the Mavs' own 41-yard line. 3:17 to go here from Bull's Head, Staten Island. We got the whole city locked in today. A classic matchup coming down to the final moments. Will the Mavericks be able to win on Senior Day? You're watching right now for free, powered by our sponsors. I'm telling you, nobody cares.
Love those sponsors.
First and 10 for the Mavericks at their own 42-yard line. Trips left. Pop in motion. Zay looking left. That ball is tipped as he throws. Incomplete, and they're very lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted.
Came up a little hobbled there, Tommy Zay. I don't know if he stepped on someone's ankle.
It's Naeem Hardy playing safety, who was right there. He was playing a little bit shallower. That could have been a pick six going the other way. The proverbial nail in the coffin. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. Bunch trips left. Single wide receiver right. Pop the lone back. Zay throws it left. He completes it.
much success. Good for about 7 yards there, Dan. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Temporarily lost the audio, but we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody cares.
I got you.
3rd and 5 upcoming here for the Mavericks.
4. Big play, Dan. Big play here.
2:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Gievis Pop running up the gut. Does he have enough for the first down? It looks like it with forward progress. We haven't seen them use the chains today, and there's no shot they bring them out now.
I think they're going to give it to him.
This is a spot first down. 100% has to be.
Nice
there
spot.
it is, Kev.
He eyeballed it.
Sure did.
First down. Mavericks. That's a huge first down.
Yeah, like a shot of Irish whiskey in your coffee on Sunday morning. They eyeballed that one again. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks near midfield. They're into Crusader territory. Zay under pressure, moves up. Now he looks like he's going to be sacked. Hold on to that football, son. He does. That is a big-time sack from the Crusaders here. Number 55 making his presence known. Adrian Sikulik with his 3rd big play of the afternoon. 2nd and 12 upcoming.
Timeout on the field.
We got a timeout on the field. A great time to talk about our sponsors, Kev. As I mentioned, we brought on a couple of new ones this week. Man Cave Barbershop and Alpha Male Barbershop. Bro, I went to Alpha Male the other day, 484 Sharretts Road. This place has an arcade inside, lounge. You can get espresso, facial massage. They do an unbelievable haircut. Watch the games. You want to get out of the house? Well, it's like a man cave. And speaking of man caves, they actually have another barbershop at 95 Page Avenue called just that. Maybe that's a little bit closer to you, but 2 different locations, proud supporter of the network. And when we do our game next Saturday, 7 o'clock from the Ferry Hawks Stadium, Tottenville versus Curtis High School. Massive rivalry game. That's going to be on our YouTube channel, and we'll have all the bells and whistles. We'll be running video commercials. So you'll be able to see the inside of all of our beautiful sponsors, restaurants, bars, and businesses. Big time supporting local here at Nobody Cares.
When you say arcade, are you talking about like
Bro, they had Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, foosball. I mean, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out here.
Here we go, Tommy Zay.
2nd and 12, Zay looking left. He's got a man and is complete on the near sidelines. That's number 4, the wide receiver, Josiah Jones, making the catch. Short gain on the play. 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Mavericks.
I think he got out of bounds. He only got about a yard or 2.
It doesn't look like he got out of bounds.
Gonna have to get that ball. Oh, look at that. Nerds from heaven.
Unbelievable. Zay under pressure. Moving up. He's going to be sacked.
Another timeout on the field.
The captain linebacker, senior Anthony Torelli, comes up with the sack. That's going to force a 4th and 10 for the Mavericks. 1:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, man, you could just hear a pin drop here on this Moore side, and it's not good for me personally. The Stepinac fans, they're hyped. They could smell that first victory of the season.
They must be hyped over there. 21-14, less than 2 minutes left.
I don't know if people are throwing tomatoes, but I got hit with a Nerds box. I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, let me tell you, that's a hike from White Plains, too. So they made this trip. Very supportive of the fans over there.
Very supportive. Extremely nice people. Some of their fans live in, what we New York City folk call upstate New York. Anything over the Bronx is upstate to us, and for the people that live in Buffalo, they get real upset about that because, upstate is anything over Albany.
Yes, how are you going to eat those nerds? You going to shoot the box, or you going to do a little handful at
I don't know. You've actually given me something that is impossible to eat on the air. Nerds.
You got to shoot the box. Let's do it.
How do you do it? Just shoot him.
There you go. I had perfect timing. Time out. Dan's having a difficult time with the grape nerds.
Bro, my man brought grape nerds. So you can't eat these. You got to take a break.
Main Street Toughhead. If you haven't been to Main Street, 2 locations, historic Richmond Town and Tottenville.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. I know you can't eat in a broadcast booth. I know it's impossible. But I thought you might be able to shoot a box of nerds in your mouth. And turns out that's like the worst thing you could ever attempt to eat. Shout out to Mike Ponsiglione, the athletic director here from Moore Catholic High School, and all of his staff. Very accommodating today, except they did not provide any drinks or food to the booth. So I was forced to try and save my life with nerds just there. 4th and 11 for the Mavericks.
Big play here.
The ball game here on the line.
Showing blitz.
Crusaders showing
Here
blitz.
he
They
comes.
send it right side. Zay throws it down the middle of the field. He had Green one-on-one coverage. Incomplete. The Crusaders will take over with 1.5 minutes to go.
Wow. Pandemonium on the Stepinac side. Fans are besides themselves.
Yeah, wild. I think I just saw a dad pop champagne and spray it all over the place. This is going to be their first win on the season in hostile territory on a red field in Bull's Head. My goodness. Talk about the biggest storyline of the day. The New York City Marathon, which started here near the Verrazano Bridge in Staten Island, goes through the 5 boroughs. I'm telling you right now, folks, Stepinac looking to pull off this upset victory here at Moore Catholic.
I think they're in victory
It's a
formation.
big storyline here in New York.
First time this year, victory formation. For
Gotta feel
Stepinac.
good for them boys. Victory formation. They're going to run out the
Congratulations.
clock.
Wow. Congratulations to Stepinac. Never give up.
Never give up, as you always say, Kevin Gumb out of Main Street Coffee. Senior Day. Spectacular pomp, circumstances, and ceremony prior to the start of the kickoff. It has been all Stepinac as a seesaw battle back and forth. Moore leading, Stepinac leading, and finally 21-14 is going to be our final score here. The Crusaders get their first win on the year, and importantly here in standings in this division of Moore Catholic, the St. Peter's Eagles are going to move into first place as a result of this loss. Standings being shaken up. I'll tell you what else is being shaken up in this town. Local sports coverage, because we on it. Our final score here from Bull's Head, 21-14. Tune in next Saturday, 7 p.m. on our YouTube machine. Tottenville Pirates against the Curtis Warriors live from the Ferry Hawk Stadium in St. George. Cav, why don't you give me your final thoughts before we close up shop here this afternoon?
Final thoughts on a beautiful sunny day.
I mean, we're going to need an MVP out of you.
MVP, listen, I was always a defensive guy myself. I know, and yeah, we mentioned the 1-0 quite often on the field out there. That would be my selection for the game, Dan. He kind of, look, he's leading the handshake line. The kid is overexcited out there. Although number 53 just did step in front of him. Said, I got this.
Kamari Ginyard, number 10. Defensive end linebacker for this Crusader team. He is our Buy-A-Bar MVP of the game. He'll be receiving a $30 gift card to Buy-A-Bar, over 25 locations in the tri-state area. And what a game he put on, brother. My goodness.
Phenomenal.
I mean, you talk about hat on the football. The kid's hat was always on the football. Impact player of the game, no doubt. Game MVP goes to a defensive player. We love to see it. Defense wins championships. The boys from Stepinac will remember this one for a long time. They can watch it for a long time as we're going to download this and upload it to our Nobody Cares Sports Network YouTube channel thanks to the good folks at Local Live. We're going to make it a little bit easier for everybody to find for the rest of their lives. Our broadcast booth today was powered by our friends at Main Street Coffee. Kevin Gumb on the call. We got Commodore coming to town next weekend. We didn't
What?
get no hurricane warning.
I didn't get a warning.
Didn't get a hurricane warning. You heard it here, folks. Commodore's coming to town.
Shelter in place.
21-14. They had to shut off the scoreboard here. They don't want to show that no more. Stepinac Crusaders get the dub.
Shut it down.
Shake and bake. We'll see you next weekend, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. Nobody cares.
Country coffee.